Hi everybody, welcome back to the channel. I am so glad you're joining me for this date night because we have the black and white Patreon poll winner. It is Casablanca, and I have wanted to watch this movie for years, maybe since my early teens, so I'm just delighted I get to watch my first time viewing with all of you and I get to share my reaction. I want to say a big thank you to everyone on Patreon who voted in the poll, and you picked a terrific winner, so I think we're going to have a really nice time watching it together. And so now let's watch Casablanca. Look at that, old school Warner Brothers. Humphrey, Bogart, Ingrid, Bergman. Casablanca. Oh, the music is so grand. In geography in school, I sat next to the map of Africa and I would always get distracted trying to remember all the different countries. Oh, I think it's going to be a remarkable love story.
With the coming of the Second World War, many eyes in imprisoned Europe turned hopefully toward the freedom of the Americas.
Wow, look at that. The introduction, the narrator, the spinning of the globe.
Roundabout refugee trails sprang up. Paris to Marseille.
Oh, what a beautiful piece of storytelling already. Oh, God, when the image like fades into the map and then you see the...
To Casablanca in French Morocco.
Stunning.
Ones, through money, might obtain exit visas and scurry to Lisbon. And from Lisbon to the New World. The others wait in Casablanca.
They wait.
Wait.
And wait.
And wait.
And wait.
2 German couriers murdered on train from Oran. Round up all suspicious characters and search them for stolen documents.
Oh gosh, drama. Everybody's got such different hats, different, headdresses, different styles.
May we see your papers?
Oh, no.
These papers expired 3 weeks ago. You have to come along.
Oh, he's making a dash. He shot him. God, they mean business. I suppose it is a time of war and it could be spies or...
What's going on there?
2 German couriers were found murdered. This is the customary roundup of refugees.
My goodness.
Scum of Europe has gravitated to Casablanca. Watch yourself. This place is full of vultures, vultures everywhere. Au revoir, monsieur. Au revoir, madame.
Au revoir.
Funny little waiter.
How silly of me.
He got robbed. Oh, that is the waiter. Is it naughty that I love that?
Perhaps tomorrow we'll be on the plane.
Oh my god, so there's so many different people there just desperate to get out. Such a random place to be, really.
An occupied France welcomes you to Casablanca.
You may find the climate of Casablanca a trifle warm.
Oh, we Germans must get used to all climates, from Russia to the Sahara.
He's flexing his muscles.
The murder of the couriers, what has been done?
My men are rounding up twice the usual number of suspects.
Know already who the murderer is.
Is he in custody?
Oh, there's no hurry. Tonight he'll be at Bricks.
It had to be you. It had to be you.
All these places have just adopted styles from, well, America, places in Europe. But the true Moroccan culture seemed apparent in the market, which I love. A really interesting mix. Beautiful songs.
Oh, nobody else gave me a thrill. Wonderful, you had to be you.
Wow. As soon as the film's finished, I want to see who's singing that song. Fantastic. Jazzy blues.
I'll never get out of here.
But can't you make it just a little more?
Sorry, madame, but diamonds are a drug on the market.
Oh my god, it's really showing how people are struggling and they've had it up to their ears and being kept hostage there.
It leaves at 1 tomorrow night, the 3rd boat, and brings the 15,000 francs in cash.
Proper bribing, proper smuggling.
Waiter.
Yes, madame?
Will you ask Rick if he'll have a drink with us?
He never drinks with customers.
Okay, Rick. I love the cocktail glasses too. Oh. Dressed up to the nines.
I'm sorry, sir.
I know there is gambling there. There is no secret.
What's the trouble?
I think I'm going to be kept out of a saloon like this.
So there's all the Americans and English in there, and then the Germans want to invite themselves in too.
Do you know who I am?
I do. You're lucky the bar's open to you.
I shall report it to the Ingrid.
You despise me, don't you? You object to the kind of business I do, huh? But think of all those poor refugees. I provide them with exit visas.
For a price. I don't mind a parasite. I object to a cut-rate one.
After tonight, I'll be through with the whole business. You know what this is?
Everybody's trying to hustle. Gosh.
Tonight, I'll be selling those for more money than even I have ever dreamed of. And then, adio, Casablanca. Will you keep these for me, please? Thank you. I knew I could trust you.
Hey, I heard a rumor those 2 German couriers were carrying letters of transit. I am a little more impressed with you.
God, you've really got to keep your eyes in the back of your head, I suppose.
Who's got trouble?
We got trouble.
Love this style of filming. The spotlight on him, the zoom in.
Knuckle down and knock on wood.
Oh, the voice.
Who's unlucky?
We're unlucky.
Look at these fat cats. I love the difference between the fez and then this like linen summer hot country suit. What a time stamp in the history of the world. Perfect.
Hello, Rick.
Hello, Ferrari.
I'd like to buy your cafe.
It's not for sale.
What do you want for Sam?
I don't buy or sell human beings.
Too bad, that's Casablanca's leading commodity.
Oh, it's a bit dark, isn't it? But I love how the points are slipped into the script.
Suppose we ask Sam. Maybe he'd like to make a change.
Suppose we do. Sam Ferrari wants you to work for him at the Blue Parrot.
Oh, I like it fine, yeah.
Sorry.
Boss is private stock. Because he won, I love you.
Oh, shut up.
I love her already, whoever she is.
Where were you last night?
So long ago, I don't remember.
Will I see you tonight?
I never make plans that far ahead.
Give me another.
Come on, we're going to get your coat.
Take your hands off me.
Well, you're going home. You've had a
dear.
little too much to drink. Be sure she gets home. Come right back.
Yes, boss.
Fair warning. We get an idea of what kind of man he is. Pretty straight.
I've often speculated on why you don't return to America. I like to think that you killed a man. It's the romantic in me. And what in heaven's name brought you to Casablanca?
I came to Casablanca for the waters.
We're in the desert.
Was misinformed.
But a gentleman inside has won 20,000 francs.
I'll get it from the safe.
The house always wins, but not in this case.
We're going to make an arrest in your cafe. Murderer, no less. If you're thinking of warning him, don't put yourself out.
I'd stick my neck out for nobody.
Who are they going to arrest? Is it the gentleman who talked to him earlier who handed him the sneaky parcel?
Rick, we'd have an important guest here tonight, Major Strasser.
Oh, look at that. Filming with the shadow. Oh, love it.
There is a man arrived in Casablanca on his way to America, Victor Laszlo. Laszlo must never reach America.
Escaped from a concentration camp. The Nazis have been chasing him all over Europe.
This is the end of the chase.
20,000 francs says it isn't.
Make it 10. I'm only a poor, corrupt official.
An honest, poor, corrupt official.
Louis, whatever gave you the impression that I might be interested in helping Laszlo escape?
You're at heart a sentimentalist.
I reckon he's right.
You ran guns to Ethiopia. You fought in Spain on the loyalist side.
And got well paid for it on both occasions.
The winning side would have paid you much better.
I am Major Strasser is here, sir.
Excuse me.
Oh, the script is fine, isn't it? Already these characters have got a lot of depth, a lot of a bit of grit to them, but it's not giving everything away. We'll see everybody's true colours eventually.
Good evening, gentlemen.
Good evening, Captain.
In a few minutes, you'll see the arrest of the man who murdered your couriers.
Monsieur Ugatti.
God, they're canoodling. Yeah, knew it. It's going to be him.
Will you please come with us?
L'incident est clos, madame. La partie continue.
Pretty lucky, huh? 2,000.
He knows what's up. Oh my God, what's he going to do? Not much he can do. No bloody way. Oh my God. Oh my gosh. That was such a little pistol too.
Can't get away.
Rick, hide me. Help me, Rick.
Well, Rick did what he had to do, but I'm worried this guy's going to hold it against him.
I'd stick my neck out for nobody. I'm sorry there was a disturbance, folks. Everything's all right.
Back to normal.
This is Major Heinrich Strasser.
Oh no.
Do you mind if I ask you a few questions?
Make it official if you like.
Look at him taking the caviar right by the big old spoonful.
I understand that you came here from Paris at the time of the occupation.
Can you imagine us in London?
When you get there, ask me.
Who do you think will win the war?
I haven't the slightest idea.
So they're making him pick a side.
We have a complete dossier on you. Richard Blaine, American, cannot return to his country. We also know why you left Paris.
Oh, my eye's really brown.
That's a great response.
Victor Laszlo published the foulest lies.
Of course, one must admit he has great courage.
3 times he slipped through our fingers. We intend not to let it happen again.
Hey, excuse me, gentlemen. Your business is politics. Mine is running a saloon.
I love how he tries to stay out of it. I mean, you know what he's truly thinking and feeling, but...
Yes, monsieur. I reserve the table. Victor Laszlo.
That takes some skill. Still playing and getting a good old glance. Oh, look at her brooch.
2 Cointreaux, please.
Oh, I love Cointreau. That's my favourite.
I feel somehow we shouldn't stay here.
You look like a couple who are on their way to America. You'll find a market there for this ring.
Oh, yes, I'm very interested.
Is that a symbol, like a sign? Will help you further?
At your service, sir.
I'll meet you in a few minutes at the bar.
Look at this, it's just a play on the shadows. Oh.
Monsieur Laszlo, is it not? It isn't often we have so distinguished a visitor.
May I present Miss Ilsa?
The boy who's playing the piano. Somewhere I've seen him.
He came from Paris with Rick.
Rick, who's he?
Mademoiselle, you're in Rick's. He's the kind of man that, well, if I were a woman, I should be in love with Rick. But what a fool I am, talking to a beautiful woman about another man.
He's just saying all this in front of Laszlo.
May I present Major Heinrich Strasser?
I'm sure you'll excuse me if I'm not gracious. But you see, Major Strasser, I'm a Czechoslovakian.
You were Czechoslovakian. Now you are a subject of the German Reich.
I've never accepted that privilege.
I should like to discuss some matters more at 10 in the prefect's office with Mademoiselle.
Is it your order that we come to your office?
Let us say it is my request. That is a much more pleasant word.
Everybody deals with it as such gentlemen, but there are rules to play by still, I suppose.
This time they really mean to stop me.
Victor, I'm afraid for you.
We've been in difficult places before, haven't we?
And he's just got to abide and say yes. Oh my god, the talent in this film, the musicians.
I must find out what Bergman knows.
Such side eyes, sly glances.
I'm looking for a man by the name of Bogart. He's supposed to help me.
He was arrested here tonight. But we who are still free will do all we can, underground like everywhere else. Tomorrow night there's a meeting at the Cavern du Roi.
Hello, Sam.
Hello, Miss Elsa.
It's been a long time.
Yes, ma'am.
She seems sad as well.
Where is Rick?
I ain't seen him all night.
So she does know him.
Does he always leave so early?
He's got a girl up to the Blue Parrot.
You used to be a much better liar, Sam.
Leave him alone, Miss Elsa. You bad luck to him.
Play it once, Sam, for all time's sake.
I don't know what you mean, Miss Elsa.
How could he refuse? Look at that face.
I'll hum it for you. Da-da-da-da-da-da.
Sigh is just a sigh.
Oh, look at her. She is totally reminiscing. Oh, and then walks Rick.
No matter what the future.
He sounds like Duke Ellington.
Sam, I thought I told you never to play.
Oh, look, she's got tears in her eyes.
Well, you are asked...
Oh, no, the moment's been interrupted.
Hello, Rick.
Oh, you've already met Rick, Mademoiselle.
Well, here's a great deal about Rick in Casablanca and about Victor Laszlo everywhere.
Oh. That was filled with a bit of tension.
She was asking about you earlier, Rick.
I wasn't sure you were the same. Last time we met.
Where's La Bella Roar?
How nice.
Oh, look, she's all full of smiles now.
The Germans marched into Paris.
I remember every detail. The Germans wore grey, you wore blue.
I put that dress away. When the Germans march out, I'll wear it again.
In It's late.
And we have a curfew here in Casablanca. He doesn't have to find himself.
I hope you didn't know that.
The way they're looking at each other and the way Rick sort of sighs with his shoulders. Like he's full of regret too.
You say goodnight to Sam for me.
I will.
There's still nobody in the world who can play as time goes by like Sam. Good night.
Night.
I almost feel like he started the bar there just so one day she'd walk in.
Boss, ain't you going to bed?
Not right now.
You ever going to bed?
No.
Boss, let's get out of here.
I'm waiting for a lady.
Ain't nothing but trouble for you here.
Coming back. I know she's coming back.
Oh, Sam knows what's going to happen. He's trying to rescue him from the hurt that will inevitably happen. Oh, you know he's hurting bad. I feel for him.
Of all the gin joints in all the towns in all the world, she walks into mine. Played it for her, you play it for me. Play it.
Oh, when the song is so tender and special, and you're like not ready to hear it again. You sing if he's ready. Oh, even his eyes look sad. Flashback. Arc de Triomphe. Oh, look at them. Jolie. She is so beautiful. Oh, look at them together. Now we're on a boat. What happened? They were so happy.
Who are you really, and what were you before?
We said no questions.
Here's looking at you, kid.
Oh. Here's looking at you, kid. Oh, they're so in love. Oh, look at that. Old-fashioned disco ball. I didn't realise they were so old. No questions. Just a fleeting love affair.
Well, I was wondering why I'm so lucky, why I should find you.
Why there is no other man in my life? There was. He's dead.
I forgot we said no questions.
Only one answer can take care of all our questions.
Everything was perfect and now kaput. Did Rick have to run and she had to flee? They were so in love.
Wednesday, Thursday at the latest, they'll be in Paris.
If they'll find out your record, it won't be safe for you here.
Oh, I hate the turmoil.
It's man and
Oh,
man
look at the Eiffel Tower cocktails.
a fight for love and glory. The world.
Have they even discussed what they're going to do? Or are they just going to keep drinking champagne and pretend they're not both hurting?
This sort of takes the sting out of being occupied.
Here's looking at you, kid.
Oh, he says it every time they cheers. Oh.
Einwohner von Paris, Franzosen, euer Heer ist in Auflösung begriffen.
Look at that massive speaker on the vehicle, my God.
It's the Gestapo. Say they expect to be in Paris tomorrow. They're telling us how to act when they come marching in. With the whole world crumbling, we pick this time to fall in love. Is that cannon fire, or is it my heart pounding?
Oh, they're gonna have to part.
The Germans will be here pretty soon now, and they'll come looking for you.
You are in danger, and you must leave Paris.
No. We must leave. I'll pick you up at your hotel at 4:30.
No, I'll meet you at the station.
Say, why don't we get married, Marseille?
Oh, look at her. I just know she's not planning to meet him at the station.
Hey, what's wrong, kid?
I love you so much. And I hate this war so much. It's a crazy world. Anything can happen. If something should keep us apart, and wherever I'll be, I want you to know that.
Oh, God. That's so beautiful.
Kiss me as if it were the last time.
Oh. What if it turns out that was the last time? He's waiting for her. What happened?
The last train leaving in 3 minutes.
Oh, he's gonna have to get on the last train. He can't wait. There's Sam. Where is she? Why didn't she go with him?
You seen her?
No, Mr. Richard, I can't find her. But this note came just after you left.
Richard, I cannot go with you. Must not ask why. Just believe that of love. Oh, I didn't get to read the rest. But it was a note of departure. Why couldn't he ask why? When she loved him, what else mattered? Well, I understand now why he's feeling the way he does. Does she ever explain to him why? No. Oh, she's like a vision.
Rick, I have to talk to you.
Why did you have to come to Casablanca?
I wouldn't have come if I'd known that you were here.
He's pushing her away.
We'll get on a train together and never stop.
Don't, Rick.
How long was it we had, honey?
I didn't count the days.
Well, I did. Every one of them.
Oh.
Mostly I remember the last one. The guy standing on a station platform in the rain with a comical look on his face because his insides had been kicked out.
Oh.
Can I tell you a story, Rick? It's about a girl who had just come to Paris. She met a man about whom she had heard her whole life. A very great and courageous man. Everything she knew or ever became was because of him.
I've heard a lot of stories in my time. Mister, I met a man once when I was a kid. It always begins. Neither one of our stories is very funny. Who was it you left me for? Was it Laszlo, or were there others in between?
There wouldn't have been anybody. The way she looked at him, she was so in love. But she's not going to tell him like this. Oh. Oh, the frustration is like palatable.
If Rick has the letters, he's much too smart to let you find them there.
Right, there are letters which are now hidden in the piano. Okay.
As to Laszlo, we want him watched 24 hours a day.
This very moment, he's on his way here.
Oh, look, she looks fabulous again.
Maybe proceed to the business.
With pleasure. Won't you sit down?
Thank you.
God, I love the fashion in this film. There's such grace and elegance.
You have reached Casablanca. It is my duty to see that you stay in Casablanca.
My regrets, monsieur.
Well, perhaps I shall like it in Casablanca.
Or you may leave for Lisbon tomorrow, on one condition. You know the leader of the underground movement in Paris. If you will furnish me with their names, you will have your visa in the morning.
If I didn't give them to you in a concentration camp, I certainly won't give them to you now.
Hear, hear.
And what if you track down these men and kill them? Hundreds, thousands would rise to take our places. Even Nazis can't kill that fast.
Wow. Oh, that's powerful. Even Nazis can't kill that fast.
By the way, monsieur, last night you evinced an interest in Signor Ugarte.
May I speak to him now?
Signor Ugarte is dead.
The last bit of hope gone.
Decided whether he committed suicide or died trying to escape.
All these officials are like definitely bullying, definitely manipulating the situation, but they're trying to do it in such a pretense that they make it seem like they're putting offers on the table, but they're really twisting everybody's arms.
News about Ugarte upsets me very much. What upsets me is the fact that no one knows where those letters of transit are.
Practically no one.
I think you know where those letters are.
Renault and Strasser probably think so, too. That's why I came over here, to give them a chance to ransack my place. Excuse me, we're getting back.
So he left so they could do what they had to do.
Why did you come back? To tell me why you ran out on me?
The Rick I knew in Paris, I could tell him he'd understand. I'll be leaving Casablanca soon and we'll never see each other again.
No, you can't.
All the same, someday you'll lie to Laszlo.
No, you see, Victor Laszlo is my husband. And was, even when I knew you in Paris.
What the hell? What? She said her husband was dead.
Signor Ferrari thinks it might just be possible to get the next visa for you.
You mean for me to go on alone? We are only interested in 2 visas, senor. If I had to stay and there were only visa for 1, would you take it?
Yes, I would.
When I had trouble getting out of Lille, why didn't you leave me there? And when I was sick in Marseille and held you up for 2 weeks and you were in danger every minute, why didn't you leave me then?
Something always held me up. I love you very much, Ilsa.
All these men love her, but she can't live the life she wants.
The president will go on looking for 2 exit visas.
Have you heard about Signor Ugarte and the letters of transit? Those letters were not found on Ugarte when they arrested him.
You know where they are?
But I'll venture to guess that Ugarte left those letters with Monsieur Rick.
Oh my God. He knows Rick's got them. Is he gonna give Laszlo the letters if he leaves?
So So Yvonne's gone over to the enemy.
Vous l'avez horrible, Sasha.
Écoutez, vous êtes pas française, vous, d'aller avec les bouches comme ça?
So they're cross at her for sleeping with the Germans.
What did you say? What I said is none of your business.
I don't like disturbances in my place.
Fair.
We'll find him over there.
Monsieur Rick?
How'd you get in here? You're underage.
I came with Captain Reno. My husband is with me, too.
What's she got to say?
Where's your husband?
At the roulette table. Trying to win enough for our exit, pleases. Oh, of course, he's losing. And then Captain Renault sees us. He is so kind. He wants to help us.
Yes, I'll bet.
If someone loved you, so that your happiness was the only thing that she wanted in the world, and she did a bad thing to make certain of it, could you forgive her? That would be all right, wouldn't it?
Well, everybody has problems. Yours may work out. You'll excuse me.
That was such a clear message. He needs to forgive her.
I'll have Sam play As Time Goes By. I believe that's your favorite tune.
He's saying it like, you know, I don't care anymore. It means nothing to me. Sam can play it.
2 cognac, please. Cognac.
But I suppose her being married, it's sort of, for him, it's ended the possibility of them ever being together.
Do you wish to place another bet, sir?
No, I guess not.
This is the husband.
I said 22.
Les jeux sont faits, la partie continue. 22!
Leave it there.
Oh, okay, Rick.
Noir,
oh.
Cash it in and don't come back.
Are you sure this place is honest?
As honest as a day's long.
Oh, Rick does have such a kind heart. He keeps it on the low, but he does. Oh. Oh, look at the waiter. He's so happy too.
Captain Renault, may I? Oh, not here, please. Come to my office in the morning. We'll be there at 6. I'll be there at 10.
Boss, you've done a beautiful thing.
Oh.
Crazy Russian.
Crazy Russian. Look at Khan. He's like, you do have a heart.
Monsieur Blaine, I wonder if I could talk to you.
Oh, it's about the letters.
You must know it's very important I get out of Casablanca. You know what it means to the lives of thousands and thousands of people.
The problems of the world are not in my department.
You ran guns to Ethiopia. You fought against the fascists in Spain. Strange that you always happen to be fighting on the side of the underdog. There must be some reason why you won't let me have them.
I suggest that you ask your wife.
Whoa. He has no idea. Laszlo's got no idea.
Play La Marseillaise.
Battle of the Songs. Sit down. Oh look, you can tell she was so unhappy. She was kind of sent to go with the Germans. She's proud of him. She is. Good. Everybody joining in just really spoke of how people truly feel.
If Laszlo's presence in the cafe can inspire this demonstration, what more will his presence in Casablanca bring on? I advise that this place be shut up at once.
No, never.
But I've no excuse to close it.
Find one.
Everybody is to leave here immediately. Clear the room at once.
What the hell?
On what ground?
I'm shocked to find that gambling is going on in here.
You're winning, sir.
Oh, thank you very much. Everybody...
That just sums up his crookedness.
Victor, please don't go to the underground meeting tonight.
Shall I remain here in our hotel room hiding? Or shall I carry on the best I can?
Why don't you tell me about Rick? What did you find out?
He has the letters, but no intention of selling them.
Did he give you any reason?
He suggested I ask you.
Ask me.
Oh, don't be so surprised.
When I was in a concentration camp, were you lonely in Paris?
Oh God, it happened when he was in the concentration camp. That's pretty terrible.
Is there anything you wish to tell me?
No, Victor, there isn't.
She's not going to say.
I love you very much, my dear.
Victor, whatever I do, will you believe that
You don't even have to say it. I'll believe.
But notice she never said I love you back.
Be careful.
Of course I'll be careful.
Oh, the music, it just so suggests something terrible's going to happen. heading out? Is she going to go to Rick? God, what an affair.
How long can I afford to stay closed?
2 weeks, maybe 3.
In the meantime, everybody stays on salary.
Thank you, Eric. Good night, Mr. Rick.
He treats people well. She did go to him.
Richard, I had to see you.
There's Richard again. We're back in Paris.
Please.
Your unexpected visit isn't connected by any chance with the letters of transit.
You can ask any price you want, but you must give me those letters. I'm asking you to put your feelings aside for something more important. It was your cause, too.
I'm not fighting for anything anymore except myself. I'm the only cause I'm interested in.
He's still hurting so much.
Richard, we loved each other once.
I wouldn't bring up Paris if I were you. It's poor salesmanship.
He's putting up all the barriers.
You'd say anything now to get what you want.
There's so much at stake, all you can think of is your own feeling. One woman has hurt you and you take your revenge on the rest of the world. You're a coward and weakling. You are our last hope. If you don't help us, Victor Laszlo will die in Casablanca.
It's a good spot for it.
He's been so cold. But I see it from both sides.
Try to reason with you.
All right, I'll make it easier for you. Go ahead and shoot. You'll be doing me a favor.
Oh, he's so sad about it. She can't shoot him.
I tried to stay away. I thought I would never see you again.
I love that dramatic. She's so desperately in love with him. She is. She knows she is.
The day you left Paris, if you knew what I went through, if you knew how much I loved you, how much I still love you.
That's crazy. 1 minute she pulls a gun on him and the next she's in his arms. Wow.
It wasn't long after we were married that Victor went back to Czechoslovakia. Just a 2-line item in the paper, Victor Laszlo apprehended, sent to concentration camp. For months I tried to get word. Then it came. He was dead, shot, trying to escape.
They told her that.
Then I met you.
Why did you keep your marriage a secret?
Victor wanted it that way. That was his way of protecting me. And if the Gestapo found out I was his wife, it would be...
I see.
And when did you first find out he was alive?
Just before you and I were to leave Paris together. He was sick. He needed me. Well, you know the rest.
Oh, I see now why she did it.
What about now?
I know that I'll never have the strength to leave you again.
And Laszlo?
Oh, you'll help him now, Richard, won't you? I can't fight it anymore. I ran away from you once. I can't do it again. Oh, I don't know what's right any longer. You have to think for both of us.
I will. Here's looking at you, kid.
I think we love them.
Yes.
Will Laszlo go though with the letters? I feel like he's not gonna give up his wife. Oh my God, they're in there. They're in the bar.
Carl, what happened?
The police break up our meeting, Eric.
Come up here a minute. I want you to take Miss Lund home.
Oh, the two men are gonna have it out. What's gonna happen? Oh my...
Had a close one, eh?
Yes, rather.
Don't you sometimes wonder if it's worth all this?
We might as well question why we breathe. If we stop breathing, we'll die. If we stop fighting our enemies, the world will die.
They're both men of principle. They just...
You know how you sound, Monsieur Blaine? Like a man who's trying to convince himself of something he doesn't believe in his heart. I wonder if you know that you're trying to escape from yourself, and that you'll never succeed. It's perhaps a strange circumstance that we both should be in love with the same woman. I knew there was something between you and Ilsa.
Ilsa.
I demand no explanation. I ask only one thing, to use the letters to take her away from Casablanca.
You love her that much?
They both love her so much.
Monsieur Laszlo, you'll come with us. We have a warrant for your arrest.
It seems that destiny has taken a hand.
What's he gonna do? How's he gonna play it? Is he gonna leave with Ilsa for America? He can't go back to America, can he?
Yes, I have the letters. I intend using them myself. I'm leaving Casablanca on tonight's plane. I'm taking a friend with me. Louis, I'll make a deal with you. You get something really big, something that would chuck him in a concentration camp for years.
What the hell?
Then release him. You be at my place a half an hour before the plane leaves. I'll arrange to have Laszlo come there to pick up the letters of transit. You get him and we get away.
Oh my God, this is such a harsh world.
How do I know you'll keep your end of the bargain?
I'll make the arrangements right now with Laszlo.
Ricky, I'm going to miss you.
Oh my God. That's a proper setup. Setting him up like that, sending him back to concentration camp. Just so he could take his wife.
Is everything ready?
Have the letters right here.
Where were they?
Sam's piano.
Serves me right for not being musical.
So many good lines in this.
Victor thinks I'm leaving with him. Haven't you told him?
Tell him at the airport. The less time to think, the easier for all of us.
Monsieur Blaine, I don't know how to thank you.
Got the letters right here, all made out in blank.
Victor Laszlo, you're under arrest.
Oh my God, he actually did it.
Oh, you're surprised about my friend Ricky. Thank...
Nobody's going to be arrested, not for a while yet.
Have you taken leave of your senses?
I have. Sit down over there. Louis, I wouldn't like to shoot you, but I will.
Under the circumstances, I will sit down.
You call the airport and let me hear you tell them.
I'm speechless.
This is Captain Renault speaking. There were 2 letters of transit for the Lisbon plane. Good. Hello?
Oh no. Oh no!
Have a squad of police meet me at the airport at once.
He's going to try and stop them. Arr!
You fill in the names. That'll make it even more official. For Mr. and Mrs. Victor Laszlo.
Why my name, Richard?
I'm staying here with him till the plane gets safely away.
Oh, but that's true love to make sure she gets away safely.
You're getting on that plane with Victor where you belong.
But Richard, no one.
Oh.
If that plane leaves the ground and you're not with him, you'll regret it. Maybe not today, but soon and for the rest of your life.
But what about us?
We'll always have Paris. We got it back last night.
When I said I would never leave you.
And you never will. Now. He's looking at you, kid.
So they're not going to be together. Oh no.
Here it is.
A welcome extra fight. This time I know our side will win.
Bye, Rick. God bless you.
Gotta hurry, you'll miss that plane.
Oh, I hate this. Making sure she's alright for the rest of her life.
I'll have to arrest you, of course.
As soon as the plane goes, Louis.
Please say the plane takes off. Say the plane takes off.
Victor Laszlo is on that plane.
Get away from that phone.
Oh no, it's going to end so badly for Rick.
Major Strasser has been shot.
I can't believe he did it.
Round up the usual suspects.
Oh, he did him a favour. He did him a favour.
You're not only a sentimentalist, but you've become a patriot.
As is Louis, it turns out. He won't see her again.
It might be a good idea for you to disappear for a while.
You still owe me 10,000 francs.
And that 10,000 francs should pay our expenses.
Our expenses?
Look at them. They're a pair of devils.
Louis, I think this is the beginning of a beautiful friendship.
Going off into the mist. That was such a great act of selfless love. The end. What a love story, but it didn't end how I wanted it to end. Terrific movie though, wasn't it? Oh, here's looking at you, kid. Oh, I feel so delighted I've watched Casablanca now. I can see why it's one of the greatest love stories ever told in Hollywood. I loved that it was set in Morocco and some of the wide shots were just so beautiful to look at. How the black and white allowed the shadows to really show, like Ilsa's eyes and the tears that fell from her cheeks and how she would look up at Ricky. It just gave such a mood to the film, and how the shadows played a role too. It just gave the film such class. It made the outfits really pop, and it just took us back to the time in the early 40s. I loved the story, but the ending was upsetting, you know. It didn't go how I would have hoped, and I'm sure how a lot of people viewing it, when they watched it for the first time, how they didn't want it to go that way. But really, it went in the sort of way that life can often be so unfair and unjust and kind of disappointing. And there are some moments in life where you just have to be selfless and show the person the utmost love, even if that means you can't be with them. Oh my God, I just can't believe Ricky shot the Gestapo officer. But I love Captain Louis for like letting them get away, letting Laszlo and Ilsa get away. And then at the end, you know Ricky's going to be all right. He's always been, you know, when we learnt about his past, the kind of playing in the shadows, sneaky things, underhand tables every now and then. He's a survivor. And you know him and Louis will be all right. He sold it to Ferrari. And so now he's a man about to go off and do his own thing, but he doesn't have Ilsa. I can't believe it. Their love was just the most romantic, meant to be whirlwind. I think, you know, sometimes in our life we meet people who we're just so wrapped up in them. Or if we haven't, we hope one day that we'll greet a love like that. It was stunning. I thought it was a marvellous film. The music in it, just everything about it was just like creme de la creme of not only acting, but just how the scenes were played out, how everybody was part of the set. And a lot of the time it was filmed in Rick's cafe, and just all the gambling and the people dressing up and learning about the different people, how they were struggling to get out of Morocco. That was such a wake-up call for me. I mean, I had no idea that was happening at the time. A lot of smuggling of people, but yeah, it just showed you had to have money in order to stand a chance of fleeing. And it was such a mix of people. I thought it was a really original storyline. And I had to look as well, and I can see that Casablanca won the Academy Award for Best Picture in 1944. It won Best Writing at the Academy Awards and Best Directing. It doesn't surprise me at all. I thought the film was like more than iconic. It was just a dream to watch. Everything about it. It was stunning. I'm just so glad I got to watch it and share my reaction with all of you. And oh, I feel so like dissatisfied that Ilsa and Ricky couldn't be together, but I feel satisfied too that she made it onto the plane okay, and she'll live her life with Laszlo, and who knows, maybe we'll think that in their 70s maybe they met up again. But yeah, it was one of the stories where it almost means more. Their love meant more, and it was like a greater statement because they could not live together. Just really highlighted how horrific the Great Wars were, and yeah, how it affected them personally. Oh, so sad, but I feel so happy that I've watched this film. I just loved it. I thought it's Ingrid Bergman, isn't it, who played Ilsa. Now I had a look and I can see that she's Swedish. Beautiful, beautiful woman, Ingrid Bergman. Of course, Humphrey Bogart was incredible as Ricky as well. He just, everything about it. He almost reminded me a little bit of Michael Corleone, Al Pacino playing Michael. Just yes, in looks, but also how he would sort of look down and knew about himself and then would look up, and how he sized up people, how he had confidence in himself, but also was just really wise in his decision making. Yeah, it kind of reminded me a little bit of Michael Curtiz, but I thought the casting was like exquisite. Ingrid Bergman, beautiful actress. Oh, it's like you could just get like lost in her eyes when she was searching Ricky's face and getting upset because, you know, she didn't want to leave him. The script too, like there were the perfect amount of comedy in that, especially from Captain Louis. Just like quick little lines. I liked it a lot. Had so much character, but the love, you know, the proclamation of love from both Ricky, but mostly Ilsa, or the two of them together. Oh God, it's just something we all dream about, or we couldn't even think of it. But when they speak like that, it just, yeah, you just knew it was true love. Oh wow. And I loved that every time they cheered with the champagne. Here's looking at you, kid. It's just beyond charming and so sentimental. I loved that film. I am so glad you got to watch it with me, everybody. Thank you so much for watching. I'm just delighted. And if you enjoyed my reaction, please give the video a thumbs up. You must subscribe to Movie Date with Kate if you're not already subscribed. I can't wait for the next movie date. And I just want to thank you all again for watching Casablanca with me. Till next time. Bye, guys. Here's looking at you, kid.